All right, guys. Once again, I want to welcome you back to Nigeria Now TV. And here in this video, we'll be discussing about the defection from the PDP, all the PDP members from Delta State, starting from the governor of the state, the former governor, House of Assembly member, senators representing the state from the People Democratic Party. It was an earthquake. All right, I have two gentlemen here who will be discussing about this particular defection and also talking about the chance of Atiku Abubakar, which is the former presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party. And as you know, that he still has a vision to contest under the platform of the People Democratic Party. We want to look at what is going to happen right now since all his supporters are beginning to withdraw from him. All right, guys, I have from my right Mr. Lanry, a political analyst.
All right, you're welcome to our platform. Thank you very much.
Yeah, from my left, I have Mr. James, also a political analyst.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so let us start the program proper, talking about Atiku Abubakar. First of all, talking about the defection that hit the Delta State yesterday. What can you say about this particular defection, Mr. Lanry?
The defection came as a surprise to me and to so many people because looking at the antecedent of Okoa and the governor of Delta State, we can see that before now they were staunch PDP supporters. During the election, 2023 election, we could see how Okoa was strongly behind the party. He was the vice presidential candidate in the build-up to the election, and we saw how that election was heated up with a lot of controversies and a lot of acrimony. But then nobody expected it that Okoa, alongside the governor, Sheriff Oboriberi, we go that way to the extent of defecting to APC. That move alone has solidified APC, the base of APC in the South.
All right, so moving to my left, let me get your own opinion concerning the defection that happened in Delta State yesterday.
Well, what happened in Delta State is a tragedy to PDP because Delta State is one of the strongest PDP states in South. But it came as a surprise that almost the whole PDP members decamped at the same day. But what will happen is that it will not stop PDP from contesting in 2027.
All right, so stay on that defection before we move to the chances of PDP in the coming general election. Mr. Lanry, what do you think could responsible for that defection yesterday?
Of course, there may not be any reason for now to the knowledge of the public, but we know how politics is being played in Nigeria. Any little misunderstanding now, you see politicians jumping from one party to the other. Sometimes now we have been seeing some power play in the South. We see the incursion of APC into that into that terrain. We know the wicked factor. Nobody can rule out the wicked factor and what happened. Probably there is a crack within the party, and that is why people decide to the PDP member decide to jump ship. But we continue to see as things unfold. Then we probably know what really transpired. But for now, I think we still have to keep our fingers crossed and see and get more details from that end.
All right, thank you. So, Mr. James, do you think that is the end of PDP in Delta State? Is PDP really died and buried in Delta State?
Well, since almost the key players in PDP decamped yesterday, I can say all the key players, let PDP see that they have lost one state. But that notwithstanding, PDP will still make it if they can organize themselves. Because at least there's no way PDP can get 0 votes in Delta State. So let them keep on organizing themselves.
So do you think there is still anybody left in PDP in Delta State? Since all of them have moved, it's like the whole PDP in Delta cross carpet to the ruling APC. So how are they going to make it in the next general election?
One, you should know that the governor has 1 vote, deputy has 1 vote, former governor has 1 vote. Then talk about masses who really vote. Not all the PDP members defected yesterday. Some still remain in PDP because I watched the chairman yesterday. He encouraged the rest PDP. So not all PDP will go to APC. There's still PDP in Delta State.
So I believe it was only the chairman of the PDP in Delta that remained in Delta State. And according to Mr. Jim, he said that those who decamped only has a vote each. Do you agree with that?
Yes, of course. But of course, we need to look at how politics is being played in Nigeria. Depending on the aspect we are looking at it. If it's presidential election, the APC may have added another feather to his existing feathers, because I want to see the governors as being important to any president, because they are very important tool of mobilization, grassroots mobilization. So they can help the president to mobilize at the local level and help them get vote. And we know how elections being run in Nigeria. You use materialism, you use money, you use everything to woo voters. So you know, a governor that is in charge of if now, as it is now, this particular we have an APC governor in Delta State now. If election is to take place now, talking about presidential election, you know what that entails. You know, those people, they can mobilize and use money to swing votes and all that kind of thing. But then talking about the governorship election, it will depend on the performance of the governor. If this governor has really performed very well, to the admiration of people of Delta State, definitely he will win under APC. But if he did not, there could be a surprise along the way.
All right, thank you. Mr. James, talking about what you said, that they all have a vote each. Do you believe in mobilization? Let me throw light to the question. We have a governor of a state that has a lot of influence to the people. The governor now moved to other party. Don't you think that all his supporters at the grassroots will move along with him?
If you look at Nigerians today, we are getting wiser. What my brother Larry said, that since they are moved to APC, maybe presidential election will be easier for APC to win in the states, I disagree. Because last election, the governor, or the PDP governor, and the vice candidate of PDP also, at the same time, PDP did not win in Delta State. Labour Party won. Okay. So that's to show that even though they moved to APC, come to presidential election, APC may not win because people now vote their conscience.
All right, that is good. So let us move to the second part of this program, where we'll be talking about the chances of the current president of Nigeria, talking about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and also the chance of Atiku Abubakar. he still has the ambition to contest for 2027. So, talking about this heat of defection that hit Delta State yesterday, do you think that will affect the chance of Atiku Abubakar comes 2027?
I think we don't need it's too early to start speculating. We don't need to preempt that Atiku Abubakar will be made the presidential candidate. It's left for the party to decide who the presidential candidate will be. Because as we all know, one of the reasons that led to the failure of PDP in this last election was because they decided to feed a northerner as presidential candidate when it was the turn of the South. So I don't want to think PDP is ready to make such mistake anymore.
All right, let me put it this way. What will be the chance of People Democratic Party as a party right now, no matter the candidate we feed in 2027, what will be their chance? Since many of their members right now are moving to other political parties, do you think PDP still has a chance?
Well, it depends on the strategies they put on. As it is now, it is not wise. I don't think it's wise for PDP now to think of feeding in a northern candidate. I think it's best since the power has been thrown to southern Nigeria. There's 4 more years left by 2027. So it won't be wise for them to now think of putting a northern idea, feeding in a northerner. So that will affect their chance. So what will enhance the chances of the PDP is, first of all, feeding in a southern candidate. If you have a southern candidate, if you put in an OB, because there are people in the north now that they are clamoring that if an OB is there, he could perform better than the way he performed when he was in Labour Party. So I think the idea now is for them is to feed in a southern candidate. That will enhance their chances.
All right. So let me put the question back to Mr. James. Do you think that is the end of Atiku Abubakar ambition in 2027, judging by the recent defection in Delta State?
Well, Atiku Abubakar still have chance to become president in 2027 if he can strategize. One, if there's a way he can organize other parties to join PDP, that is one, because the situation in Nigeria, people are not willing to vote for APC. If Atiku can organize other parties like Labour Party, SDP, and other parties to join PDP, and also PDP because I'm not sure that PDP will accept Atiku in primary level anymore, but if they can do and organize well, let me tell you, people are really fed up with this government, so Muslim masses, at the end of the day, they may vote for Atiku.
All right. He made a statement that people are really tired of this current administration. And if you look at the elites, you see that the elites are moving towards APC. The other day we heard about the former presidential candidate of New Nigeria People's Party, Kwankwaso, defected to APC, despite the fact that the masses are complaining, they are shouting, but the elite are still moving towards the party. Do you think APC still has a chance? That is the current president right now still has a chance to win 2027 presidential election?
I think what I foresee is that key northern politicians will want to be part of APC simply because they know this one got 4 more years. So they may just do that so that they will position themselves as a future flag bearer in that party. For example, look at Kwankwaso now coming to join that party again. It shows that in future now he may be may be part of those that will be struggling for the party, vying for the ticket of the. So it's a strategy. What I see is that key northern politicians, we want to side APC just because they know that the South has just 4 more years and APC is about the biggest party now. But then the performance of APC too is nothing to write home about. So that's what they need to work towards improving the performance, especially in the area of the economy. But then as it is now, the masses are not with APC. But we know how politics is being played in Nigeria. If we have presidential election today now, you will see people sharing money, distributing food. Giving money, giving hangouts to people, and then sending money, even doing all manner of things to woo voters. So they have, with the level of poverty in the country now, the PDP, APC know what to do to entice the people. So whatever it is, APC can still stand a chance of winning this election because they have the ability to woo the people, either by enticing them with money or with food or with whatever.
The defection that happened yesterday, and also some have attributed it to the corruption charges against, talking about former Governor Okowa right now. So that is why he moved to the APC. Do you think that will be the major reason Okowa dumped the People Democratic Party and moved to APC in order to receive cover from his corruption charges?
No. The major reason why Okowa decamp is looking at that PDP may not win 2027 election, that APC will win, and they have chances to get a position, maybe as a minister or one appointment. And that's because if you look at him, there's no way he's going again. He's not willing to go for Senate, so there's no way. The only way out is to join the ruling party so that he can get a chance of becoming a minister.
All right, judging by this recent defection from the Delta State, do you think where people are moving towards the ruling APC right now, do you think President Bola Ahmed Tinubu still has a chance to win 2027 presidential election?
Well, by performance in the area of economy, it may find it difficult to win. But because this is our own turn, we have 4 years left. So if there's no strong person that will oppose him from another party, Tinubu have chance to win. But if there's another person like P2B, if others may support Obi to challenge Tinubu may find it difficult to win. But things are going right now. I think there's no one to challenge him, so he has a chance to win.
All right, people say 24 hours is the longest hours in politics. Anything can happen. So as it stands right now, judging by what is happening, judging by people moving here and there, do you think President will have any problem for his re-election in 2027?
Like I said, he may still encounter some issues because now the North, for example, feels that their interests have not been taken care of by this president. We hear the Baba Ahmed the other time threatening that the North is going to take a decisive step in 2027. So that is a factor. But of course, if we check at the cabinet of Tinubu, we have still some strong northern loyalists that could still talk to the northern people.
Let's start to round off this conversation. Let me get your final opinion concerning what really transpired in Delta State and how it's going to affect the calculation of 2027 election.
Well, what happened in Delta State may be addition to APC, and APC should do their work very well, because no matter how many people that move to APC, if things continue to be like this in area of economy, people may not be willing to vote for them. So they should not be carried away that after people are coming to our party, so we find it easy to win. No, they should improve their performance in the area of economy, so that as people are going in, they vote for them. And at the same time, PDP should not lose hope because of what happened in Delta State. At least there are other people who vote for them in Delta and other states. Also, they should not make a mistake, because by calculation or zoning, we have 4 years as Satana. What they should do is they look for a good candidate to put.
The APC members will tell you that the president is doing well, doing fantastically well regarding the economic and all that. But that is by the way. Let me have your final verdict on the defection that hit the River State. How it's going to affect the calculation of 2027 presidential or general election?
It's not, well, it's a success in a way, because the election in Nigeria now is, you can't predict. A lot of times the people don't want a particular person to be there, yet the person still finds himself there. For if you have governors on your side, the chances of you as a president winning your election is very high, because the governors are able to mobilize for you. So in Nigeria today, if you want to, you just need the governors to be on your side to win any election. So the chances that Tinubu might fail to is high. Looking at the fact that we have a Wike in the south, we have Dave Umahi in the southeast, and then we now have this Governor Sheriff. These are people that can mobilize into this region and then help him get the needed vote. You know how votes have been, how we get votes here in Nigeria. Give them 5,000, give them 2,000, you're already getting votes. So even the man that is hungry, we want to collect that money and still vote. So we can, all what you can say is that the possibility that, even though despite the fact that the economy is bad, the man can still come in and win again.
All right, so many people will disagree with you on vote buying. All right, guys, believe this we do for this particular discussion. I thank you, gentlemen, for your thoughts on this particular program. Thank you, Mr. James. All right, guys, viewers, this is Nigeria Now TV, so please try to join us here to always get our updates. So we'll be doing this time to time. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification button to receive our updates. Then I will see you in another video.